Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on another team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Zips will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Broncos offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagonal.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Broncos look to do some damage in the red zone. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look at it.
Oh, ball's out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Zips offense will go to work for the first time. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Zips. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but
he'll take the deep shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires and picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking for a man. It's Pitts. Moves away as he feels pressure. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense. But did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Toledo.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
He's tackled at the 27. And that's a first down for the offense.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
14, Akron, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Sweet feet on the move. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Zips are in the hurry-up.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's Rhodes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Finds his man. It's Frost. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking to throw, it's Pitts. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Turns it on in midfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Akron! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad. You tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Broncos are marching down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for...
He's going to fire deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he cruises his... Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abraham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Pitts. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football.
And the pass hits, picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he makes the catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Zips decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The give from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, Defense is first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to run for it. Nice move to keep moving. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Coming after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get... Oh, the ball squirts out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Skips away from pressure. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Zips! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a rest.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Trying to get And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Let's see what he can do with the return.
Return is brought down at the 14. And your Akron Zips will take over.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Abraham. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. Second and long from the 11. Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. Stopped after making the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Pitts. Getting some heat. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, look out! The 10! Touchdown, Akron! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
Nothing but green ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Tackle is made at the 43. Third down coming.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, as a defense, your eyeballs get so big when that QB takes off and runs. And what great effort by the quarterback to lay out, but the defense does a great job.
Deep shot for the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Got a man. It's Thorne. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy, 49-yard field goal is good. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Pitts. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham.
They're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. And he's playing his best football right now.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Zips. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
Fair catch. Called for and made. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down.
He's going for it all. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rhodes. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Zips will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Slides away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. Floating away. Touchdown, Akron! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Caught in the backfield, it's Moody. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. Off play action. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the set. Inside.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown to walk it off.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.